Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Duality Solo Flawless on Hunter during Season of the Witch. We're using Gunslinger Hunter with Blade Barrage, along with the Knock 'em Down and Knife Trick, along with Ember of Torches and Ember of Empyrean. Those are the main ones anyway. We're using an SMG, the Cartesian Coordinate Fusion Rifle, and the Lament. Here are the mods. We're using Assassin's Cowl as the exotic armor of choice. We do this because thanks to On Your Mark and Ember of Torches combined together, if we get any kill with our knife trick, we get it refunded immediately, and also we turn invisible and get health. So it's a pretty strong build for stuff like this. We use the SMG mainly to pepper down stronger targets to allow us to get the kill with the knife, and the fusion rifle for quick one-shots on mages, and also the Shades of Galaram. So now we're going into Callus's mind. We're going to be introduced to the first mechanic, which is the changing of the realms, I guess. So we've got the regular world and the nightmare world, and you go through them by hitting these bells. In the nightmare world you have to be right next up to the bell to activate it without dying, so just remember that. So here are our first enemies. We're not going to engage with them because we don't have to, and instead we're just going to climb up the rafters all the way up to where the next bell is. As you can see, killing these scions, I get my knife back immediately, as well as health, an orb, and also invisibility. So, very strong. So once we get up here, we're gonna just do a bit of tap firing to hit the bell. You could switch to a longer range weapon, but this is the only point at which you really need it, so I can't be bothered. So we're just going to run through all these guys again. And then we're going to hit this bell. And then we're going to do a nice little trick. We're going to go outside here, hit the bell again. This will allow us to drop down to the end of this encounter immediately, skipping a fair bit. So we hit this bell, drop down, and we're on top of the Galaram encounter. So these are the first enemies we actually have to kill, so let's just do that. You can take out a legionary with, I believe, 2 body shots and a headshot with the knife. Oh sorry, 1 headshot, 2 body shots. Or 3 body shots, like I'm doing now. You don't want to spam them too quickly, because if you do, then you might not get it refunded, which is a bit annoying, but that's why I have Gambler's Dodge, just for backups. Anyway, so once they're all dead, the door's going to open up, and we're going to fall in and rally. Now you want to hit this bell from the opposite side. We do this because we want to spawn right next to the bellkeepers. And if you have armor charge, you can one-shot these bellkeepers with a rapid-fire fusion rifle. If not, then it's a quick knife trick follow-up, which isn't too bad. So there are going to be 2 scions that we have to find. We want to kill both, but only pick up the standard of 1. I like to take the standard of the one that spawns on the left side and leave the one on the right side alone. I'll get into why that's a good idea in a bit. But basically, since I killed him and spawned the standard, he's going to respawn because I didn't pick it up. And he's not going to despawn unless I kill him. So I'm going to leave him alive to the gauntlet section, in which I could kill him, and killing him will always add 15 seconds onto your nightmare collapsing timer. I should mention there is now a timer for you to do things in the nightmare before you just get wiped. So we've put the first standard in, now we just want to hit the bell to get into the first gauntlet and kill these visions of Galran. You can one-shot them very easily if you have armor charge and vorpal weapon. If you don't have either of those, you can get the unstable essence buff, which is a 50% damage buff to all nightmares. Actually, that's not true, it's just to Galran and his shades. Anyway, so once we're done with all that, we want to kill the Bellkeepers. Now we're going to go pick up the standard but not kill the Scion, because we want to leave him alive till the next gauntlet. Then we're going to kill him. So I'm just going to wait for the Bellkeepers to spawn again. Then we're just going to kill everything in here. And activate the bell, and now we have to very quickly take care of all these shades of Galran. I chose the right one first, so this would be the one that we do the actual boss damage window in. As you can see, we're about to kill the Scion. Watch the timer. Goes from 43 back up to 57, so it might be 12 seconds, whatever. Anyway, so we want to kill the Bellkeepers very quickly. We want to find Galran, we want to get Radiant, and then Blade Brush. Thanks to Ember of Empyrean, that will increase our Radiant timer quite a lot. And then we just want to go in and start damaging with the Lament. It is possible to get a 2-phase, but I've been told it's actually quite hard. I know it's quite hard. So if you want extra tips on how to use the Lament, you can watch my video on how best to use the Lament for Crota. It applies here. Anyway, so at about 10 seconds is when you want to leave. I got very greedy here, and wanted to get him down to 50% before leaving, which caused me to barely get out with about a millisecond to spare, so I would not suggest doing that. However, I wanted the 2-phase, so I got it. So now we're going to go to the opposite side because these Bellkeepers have already spawned. Just take them out by peppering them down a bit and then using a throwing knife. Now we're going to do the same thing again. But this time we're looking for ammo, so we're going to kill as much as possible. If you see a standard already there, don't pick it up, because it could be the wrong standard. There's a 50 chance that it's actually not the right symbol, and it just won't work. Now I remember that I got 3 heavy ammo drops in to my left, so I'm just going to go get them, because I have time. Now we're going to take care of the bell keepers. Then deposit the chalice. Deposit the standard. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take out all these shades in this gauntlet. And then pick up the second standard without killing the second scion. And then make our way out. And then wait for the standard, the bell keepers to spawn again. Manifest the standard, wait for the doors to open, get everything in there, and then push forward. As you see right there, I didn't get my knife back because I got the kills in too quick a succession. Anyway, so you want to be very quick, as quick as possible in this second gauntlet, because you are losing time on your damage window. You don't need to take them out if you're confident you can actually get the Garan kill in this time. I should say the place I do damage to Garan here, it's not the best. You don't want him on the slope because you will be doing a lot of aerial attacks, and aerial attacks do a lot less damage than grounded heavy attacks. You also want to remember to apply Radiant to yourself as much as possible. If you get a kill, all the better, because then you get your health back. And that's him dead. That was a pretty risky run, but still wasn't too stressful. Anyway, so now we're just going to do a bit of descending. We're going to jump down here. I'm just going invisible as much as possible because it does make it a hell of a lot easier. Now you want to flip this switch. Go over here and then onto the first slide of Doom. Fortunately, you can no longer die from this. However, if you want to be a bit more safe, just jump at the very end to lose some momentum. We're doing a nice little skip here, but this is completely unnecessary. We're not going to be killing anything in this little section anyway. If you just run fast enough, you won't be bothered by them at all. And we're going to jump there. Don't jump if you're slowed, because you won't make it. And onto the first layer of the vault. We're going to immediately go into the nightmare. We're going to jump to the right, hit this statue button 3 times, then go left, hit the next one twice, and then left again and hit that one twice as well. And now we're coming into the second layer of the vault, and we'll be introduced to kind of a mechanic, which is the fact that there are symbols in the overworld that tell you which standard to go to. Basically, yeah, you'll see. Anyway, so we start by jumping down here, and we're just going to start to take out the bellkeepers. And go around and do the same thing. Now we want to get 2 standards. We need cup and dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the cup and the dog symbol, as you just saw, like that axe symbol. It's going to be a cup and a dog. I know dog is on the other side to axe, so I'm just going to go this way. You want to hit the bell on the opposite side of you, so the bellkeepers spawn closer to you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get Radiant, and we're then going to use the Radiance to pierce through the phalanx shields thanks to the anti-barrier capabilities of it. If you don't have a fusion rifle mod like Unstoppable Fusion Rifle, then you can also use your fusion rifle to do that, but who wouldn't have it? Anyway, so once we have the standard, we're then going to go down. As you see, since we hit the bell on the opposite side, it means the bellkeepers are closer to us. And once we have the standard, we're just going to run out. I'm going to deposit the standard, then go for the second one. But first we have to find it. There's Sun, and I know Cup and Sun are on the same side. So I'm just going here to double check. Yep, that's Cup. So I'm going to hit the bell from the other side. So for this bit I didn't make it clear, you have to kill all the enemies that are here, but not the ones that go down the stairs, not the I think 2 legionaries and 1 phalanx. So it can get a bit confusing as to whether or not you've killed enough enemies. Unfortunately, I didn't realize which ones I needed to kill them or not, and it turns out I just needed to kill that phalanx. But it's fine. Then we're going to kill the bellkeepers. And get out of here. Once we've activated this standard, we can then start to damage the boss. I'm going to start off with a nice super, and then just go in with the Lament. Tracking's a bit annoying on this guy because he's fairly small. I found being at a lower frame rate actually makes the Lament tracking more consistent. which is a bit odd, but oh well. Anyway, so that's him dead. Then you want to just repeat the same thing twice more. Now we look for the symbols. We want axe and sun. We're at axe now, so we're just going to hit the bell on the other side. If you get two on the same side, it's not too much of a problem. The only thing is, one set of bell keepers will be on the opposite side to you instead of right next to you once you return with the standard. Now we're going to go for the axes. So yeah, those three guys on the stairs we don't have to kill. However, all these guys we do. And now, once we've got the second one of those, we can now damage the Incendial. So I'm just going to get Radiant, and also some Armor Charge, and then just go in. And that's him dead. Now all we have to do is the same thing once more. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle. I lost my knife and my dodge, so I'm just going to wait here for it to respawn. Oh, recharge, sorry. So now we're looking for Cup and Sun, which are on the same side. So I'm just going to start by hitting the bell on the other side. And then I'm going to hit the bell on the same side for the second one. Now we're hitting the bell on the same side, and we're just going to go in and get sudden. Now we have to kill the bellkeepers on the opposite side, but that's quite easy anyway. Still got a lot of time. And onto the damaging of the Centurion. Start with the Blade Barrage, and then try to get some swings in. They like to hit. And there we go. That's the Vault encounter done. So now we got a bit more running and jumping to do. I'm going to drop down here. Around this thing. Hit the bell. Then jump over here. Once we've done that. In through this hole in the wall. Around. And hit the bell again. Then we're going to hit the bell from the opposite side, using a bit of tap firing. Now I try to go invisible there just to make this bit a bit easier, but it fails. Doesn't matter too much. But you do have to watch out for the phalanxes and the incendiaries because they can push you off fairly easily or even kill you. Now we're coming on to the Keitel fight. So mechanics are fairly much the same. You need 4 standards, you can only get 2 at a time. Got a lot of bellkeepers to kill, so we're going to start by doing that. We get Radiant. This will allow us to one-shot these bellkeepers with the fusion rifle. Something worthy to note is that killing a bellkeeper with a fusion rifle does cause them to disintegrate, meaning their backpack can't be stomped by Keitel killing you, which is actually quite a blessing. Anyway, so we need Axe and Cup, which is both on this side, so I'm going to activate this bell. and then kill the 2 scions that I need to kill. I'm then going to take out the 2 set spellkeepers we need to take out. Again, using the fusion rifle, so it's much safer in the boss fight. Then, once we get out, I'm going to go deposit them. But not before getting invisible, just because it makes it so much easier to deal with objectives when you're invisible. Anyway, so now we have Sun and Dog, sorry, Sun and Cup, which are the 2, actually no, it's L2, R1. So for this we're going to go around in a sort of circle. I'm going to go anti-clockwise, just around the place, just so we save time on backtracking. So now I want to get invisible, so I'm just killing this Centurion. And once we've deposited the 4th standard, the red jewels will appear. You got to shoot them to activate the big bell. Now we want to get as much armor charger and radiant time as possible. And then we're going to immediately go to the center and take out these 2 incendios. Then we're going to try to kill the incendios at the bell that she's going to. Going to throw a knife, and then do 3 full combos and an extra light attack with the Lament. And that'll do just under a 5th of her health, which is very nice because it's an easy 2-phase as well. You want to avoid the aerial attacks because they'll cause desync. Basically, if you push her ever, she's not actually there, and when she starts moving again, she will start moving from when she last was. And there we go. That's a nice solid 55%, I'd say. Which makes for a clean 2-phase. So we're just going to do the same thing again, this time looking for heavy ammo like before. It's always good to remember where heavy ammo drops for you, so you can go and pick it up. For example, I know there's one right at the back of the room here, so I'm just going to pick that up and go invisible to make my way out and continue on with the Bellkeepers. So now we're looking for Cup and Dog, which are both backs. So I'm going to do the same thing, just a sort of anti-clockwise rotation around the room. Now we need Sun and Axe, which are the two front ones. And once we deposit this, we're going to activate the big bell. Lost my knife there, which isn't great. Managed to get the sort of collat over there. Do the same thing here. It's not good to be invisible because Keitel will stop to stomp on you, which does delay her getting to the bell, obviously. Nice bit of desync there. Now we're going to wait in the middle to see if she goes middle or not. She's not, so I'm going to go to the right. Can get that heavy as well. Gonna dodge to get my knife back, then just wait here for her. And then finish her off with a super. Alright, and that was it. That was Duality Solo Flawless on a Hunter during Season of the Witch. Hope you all enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. If you did, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!
From his rise to his fall, to whatever it is he is becoming now, Callus is seeking transfiguration. He believes it will help him better understand the goals of the Witness, the final shape. This is something I have heard spoken in Hive Apocrypha, and from the lips of Tolan the Shadow.